Hi, going back to our topic trees, we have now binary tree traversal. So when we say binary tree traversal, that means uh, that requires each node of a tree be processed once and only once in a predetermined sequence. So when we say predetermined sequence, it's either pre-order, in-order, or post-order. So what's a pre-order? Pre-order is, okay, we have the root that is being processed initially first and then followed by the left subtree, then the right subtree. Okay, so we have, as an example, we have here the tree. So if you will follow that sequence pre-order, it has the root, left, and then right. Okay, so root, left, right. Okay, so root will be processed first. This one. Okay, root will be processed first, and then we have the left. Left, but in our left, we have a root, so root again, and then left. Okay, before going to the right. Okay, so it's like root, left, but in our left, we have root, then left, right. Okay, we are done with the left. It's now time for the right. Okay, inside the right subtree, we have the root, and then we have the left, and then the right. Okay, so again, if we have the pre-order traversal, root will be processed first. Root, left, right. Okay, so if we have a sequence of roots, so that will be root, root, left, right. Okay, so we have root, root, left, and then right. Okay, within the left, we're done. So punta tayo sa right. Sa right side, we have root, and then left, and then right. Okay, so that's the sequence. So actually, in this three traversal, whether it is a pre-order, in-order, and post-order, we're going to make use of recursion. So notice in our recursion, in my pseudocode here, okay, we have a recursive algorithm. We have the pre-order root. So the parameter is root. Okay, and then we have to check if our root is not null. So while our root is not null, or if our root is not null, then we will process root, and then we have pre-order root referencing to left subtree. So it calls itself pre-order. So this is recursive. Okay. Again, when this is processed, okay, it will go back to check if root is not null. Okay? Paulit-ulit yan hanggang sa matapos, hanggang maging null itong value ni root. Okay? Then, after that, tsaka lang po pupunta dun sa pre-order root referencing to right subtree. Okay? So, to simulate that, okay. So, let us simulate this pseudocode. Okay? We have the pre-order root. Okay? So, our root is A. Okay? This one. Our root is A. So inside that, we have to test if root is not null. Root is not null, so we have to process A. Okay? So sa output natin, we have A. And then next, we have pre-order A referencing to B. Bakit? Kasi we have pre-order root, referencing to left subtree. So, ang left subtree ni A ay si B. So, sabihin niyan, tatawagin niya ang sarili niya, pero ang root this time ay si B. Okay? Now, again, we have to go back to this pseudocode and then we have to test if root is not null. True, then we have to process B. So processing B simply displays the value of B or the node. Okay? And then next, we have preorder B referencing to the left subtree. So left subtree of B is B. Okay? So therefore, tinawag niya ang sarili niya, pero ngayon ay preorder D. Okay? So, ang root natin this time ay D. Okay? So, back to the pseudocode. If root is not null, so true, then process natin si D. Okay? After processing D, next we have preorder root referencing to left subtree. So, preorder D referencing to left. So, left subtree wala, kaya referencing to null. Okay? So, referencing to null, still, it calls itself preorder. So we have preorder siya. Okay? So preorder null. Okay? So root is now null. If null is not null. Okay. False, di ba? So kung false yan, ibig sabihin wala siyang ginawa, kundi babalik lang siya dun sa tumawag sa kanya. So next statement will be preorder D referencing to right sub 3. So right sub 3 ni D ay null. So ganun din, it calls itself, pero null naman yung kanyang root. So we have to check if root is not null. So that is not null ba? False. So kung false yan, walang gagawin, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. Okay? So remember, every time na true yung condition na to, we have to process 3 statements. So we're done with the first, second, and third. So that means tapos na itong pre-order D. So balik lang siya dun sa tumawag sa kanya. And then next statement is pre-order root referencing to right subtree. So B referencing to right subtree is E. So, tinawag na naman niya ang sarili niya, pero ang root this time ay E. Okay? Is E not null? Okay, so that is true. Process root, so process natin si E. Sorry, I forgot to write the D. Okay? And then process natin si root, process natin si E. And the next statement is preorder E referencing to the left subtree. So left subtree ng E ay null. Okay? So tinawag niya na naman ang sarili niya. Okay? Kaya lang, false itong statement na to, itong condition na to, therefore, balik lang siya sa tumawag sa kanya. And then this time, preorder root referencing to right subtree. So right subtree ng E, wala. So null pa rin yun. Okay? So tatawagin uli niya ang sarili niya. But this time, preorder null. Now, null is not null. Okay, false. So, go back dun sa tumawag sa kanya. So, we are done. 1, 2, 3 statements. So, we're done with preorder E. So, we'll go back to the function that calls the preorder E. Ayan. Diba? So, we are done with these 3 statements. So, we are done with preorder B. So, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. Pero tumawag sa kanya. Okay? So, next statement is preorder root. Ito, preorder root referencing to right sub 3. So, right sub 3 ni A ay si C. Okay? So, tinawag niya ang sarili niya. Okay? Preorder, pero ang root natin this time ay C. Okay? Now, if root is not null, is root not null? Alright, true. So, if it is true, then process root. So, process natin ang C. So, we're going to display C. And then next, preorder root referencing to left sub 3. Preorder C referencing to left. So, sino yung nasa left sub 3? Okay. So, tinawag naman niya ang preorder. Ang root natin this time ay F. Yun. Okay? Next. So, balik uli doon. Okay? So, preorder root. So, F. If root is not null, true, then process natin ang root. So, process natin ang F. After processing F, next statement is preorder F or the root referencing to the left subtree. So, left subtree ni F ay wala, kaya null. Okay? So, it calls itself, pero ang root natin ngayon ay null. Okay? Ang null ba ay hindi null. Alright, false. So, kung false, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya and then follow the next statement. Preorder root referencing to right subtree. So, ang right subtree ni F ay null ulit. So, tinawag ang sarili niya, preorder null. Okay? So, null is not null, so false. Balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. So, we are done with the three statements. We are done with preorder F. Then, go back to the calling function. Okay? So, next statement is preorder C referencing to the right subtree. So, C referencing to the right subtree, that is G. So, ibig sabihin, we now have preorder G. Okay? Now, preorder G, root is not null, so true, then process natin ang G. Okay? After processing G, we have preorder G referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree niya ay null. So, tinawag uli ang sarili, pero null ang kanyang left subtree. So, ang magiging bagong root ay null. Again, null is not null. False. So, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. Next, it's preorder. Root referencing to null. So, tinawag ang sarili, pero root this time is null. Therefore, null is not null. Alright, false. So, kung false, balik lang ulit sa tumawag sa kanya. 1, 2, 3, we are done with the three statements. Go back sa calling function. 1, 2, 3, we are done. So, go back to the calling function. 1, 2, 3, we're done. So, tama ba ang na-process? Root, root, left, right, root, left, right. So, tama. Okay? Next. What if we have in order? So, in the in-order traversal, we process the root in the middle. So that means left subtree will be processed first, followed by the root, and then the right subtree. So same tree, and then ito yung kanyang pseudocode. Okay? So napansin niyo yung process root nasa gitna. Alright. So this is a recursive algorithm. Okay? So we have in-order root. So, ang root natin ay A. So, we have in order A. Okay? So, first statement niya, if root is not null, so true, then in order root referencing to left subtree. So, in order A referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree natin ay C, B. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, tatawagin lang uli ang sarili niya. Okay? Okay. So, in order B. Okay? Now, again, babalik lang pa ulit tayo dito. So, in order root natin this time is B. Is B not null? So, true. So, if it is true, then in order B referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree is D. So, tinawag uli niya ang sarili niya. Okay? In order D. Now, the root is now D. So, root is not null. So, that is true. Then, execute natin in order D referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree, wala siyang left. Okay? So, null. Okay? Sumunod. If null is not null, so that is false. Okay? So, wala siyang gagawin. Just go back to the calling function. Okay? Ang next statement ay process D. Okay? So, we have to process, so we have to display D. Okay? So, display natin ang D. Next, in order D referencing to the right subtree. Diba? So, right sub 3 is null. So, tinawag uli niya ang sarili niya, but this time, in order, null. Okay? Null is not null. False. Therefore, wala siyang gagawin. Just go back to the calling function. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3 statements. We're done with in order D. So, balik lang tayo sa tumawag sa kanya. Okay? And next statement will be process B. So, process natin si B, display natin yung B. Okay? Next, in order root referencing to right sub 3. In order root referencing to right sub 3. So, tatawagin niya ang sarili niya, pero this time, ang root natin ay E. Okay? Naman. Okay? Now, E is not null. True. So, if it is true, then in order root referencing to left sub 3. So, left sub 3 is null. Okay? So, tinawag niya ang sarili niya in order null. False. Bakit? Kasi null is not null. Okay? So, false. So, walang gagawin. Just go back to the calling function. Process E. So, process natin si E. After processing E, next statement is in order E referencing to right sub 3. So, right sub 3 ni E is null. So, tinawag ang sarili. Okay, pero in order, null. So, katulad ng mga previous, diba? Null is not null, so false. So, false yan, walang gagawin. Let's go back to the calling function. So, we have 1, 2, 3, we're done. Okay, go back to the calling function. Okay, so we're done with in order B. So, kung tapos na tayo sa in order B, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. Sabi, process A. Yung kasunod na statement. So, process A. And then followed by the next statement, in order, root referencing to right sub 3. So, right sub 3 niya this time, right sub 3 niya ay C. Okay? So, in order C. Okay. Again, C is not null, so true. Then, in order, C referencing to left sub 3. C referencing to left sub 3 is F. Therefore, tinawag niya ang sarili niya in order F. Okay, the root now will be F. Again, we have to check, we have to test if root is F, not null. So, true. So, if it is true, then in order, root, which is F, referencing to left sub 3. So, left sub 3, wala siyang left, kaya null. Okay? So, paperform pa rin natin yun. Okay? So, tatawagin pa rin yung in order, null. And then, null is not null. Okay? Very good. False. So, wala siyang gagawin. Balik lang po sa tumawag sa kanya. Okay? Then, process F. Process natin si F. Okay? And then next, in order F referencing to the right sub 3. So, right sub 3 natin is null. So, tinawag uli niya ang sarili niya in order null. Now, null is not null because go back to the calling function. So, 1, 2, 3. We're done with in order F. So, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. Ito yung tumawag sa kanya. And then, followed by next statement. Process C. So, that means we're going to display C. Okay? After that, we have to execute in order C referencing or root referencing to right sub 3. So, C referencing to right sub 3 is G. Okay? So, tinawag ang sarili niya in order G. Okay? Is G not null? True. Therefore, in order G referencing to left sub 3, so left sub 3 ng G ay null. Okay? So, tinawag ang sarili in order null. Null ay not null, false. Go back to the calling function and then process G. Okay? After that, in order G, okay, root referencing to right sub 3, so G referencing to null. Okay? So again, If we're going to test this, root is not null, false. So, walang gagawin, balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. 1, 2, 3. We're done with the 3 statements, so we're done with in order G. Balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. 1, 2, 3. We're done with in order C, so balik lang sa tumawag sa kanya. So, we're done with the 3 statements, so we're done with the in order. Okay? So, tama. Left, root, right. Left, root, A, and then right. Sa right, left, root, right. Kaya F, C, G. Okay? Moving on. Let's have the post order. Okay, the last traversal. So sa post order naman, the root node will be processed after the left and the right subtree have been processed. Okay, so it's like left, right, root. Okay? So, ito yung sequence niya. Go to the farthest left. So, left, then right, bago ang root. Tapos ang left, punta sa right. Sa right subtree, go to the left, right, and then root. So, we're done with the left, we're done with the right, then root. Okay? So, let us simulate. Okay? Ito yung kanyang pseudocode. Pansin nyo, halos magkakahawig sila, di ba? Na iba lang yung pangalan, depende sa notation. And then, yung process root, gumagalaw. Siya yung gumagalaw. No? So, yung process root nasa dulo naman. Kasi, this is a post-order traversal. Alright. So, moving on, we have now post-order traversal. Okay? So, sa post-order traversal, we will start from the root again. Okay? So, post order root is A. Okay? So, we have to check if the root is not null. So, root is not null, so that is true. Then, perform natin post order root referencing to left subtree. So, post order root natin is A. Okay? Referencing to left subtree is B. So, ibig sabihin, tinawag niya ang sarili niya post order B. Okay? So, nakahang yung dalawang statements. Now, sa post order B, pasok ulit dito, if root is not null, so that is true. Then, post order B, referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree is B. So, tinawag niya ang sarili niya, post order B. Okay? So, root this time is D. Is D not null? So, true. Then, post order root referencing to left subtree. So, root natin is D, referencing to left is null. Okay? So, tinawag ang sarili niya, post order null. Is null not null? Okay, so false. So, kung false yan, walang gagawin. Just go back to the calling function. Next statement is post order D referencing to right subtree. So, the right subtree is, again, null. So, tatawagin niya ulit ang sarili niya. Post order, null. Okay? Null is not null, so false. Okay? Go back to the calling function. And then, process D. Okay? So, process natin si D. Okay? So, we're done with post order D. Balik ulit tayo dun sa tumawag sa kanya. Next statement is post order B referencing to right subtree. So, right subtree is E. Okay? So, tatawagin ng sarili, post order E. The root this time is now E. Okay? So, is E not null? Okay, true. Then, we're going to execute post order root referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree ni E ay null. So, tatawagin ng sarili, post order null. Null is not null, false. So, go back to the calling function. Next statement is post order E referencing to the right subtree. Okay? So, right subtree ni E is also null. Okay? So, null is not null. True ay false. Therefore, lang gagawin, just go back to the calling function. Okay? And the next statement is process E. Okay? Next. So done with post order E. Go back to the calling function. Next, we have process B. O, process naman natin si B. Okay? So we're done with the three statements. We're done with post order B. We go back to the calling function. So this time, we will execute post order A. Yung root natin ay A. Okay? Referencing to the right subtree of A. Okay? So tinawag naman niya ang sarili niya, pero this time, the root will be C. Okay? So, right subtree ng A ay C. Kaya root natin this time ay C. Okay? If C is not null, so true, then post order C, okay? Root referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree ni C ay F. Okay? So, post order F. Root is not null, so true, then execute natin post order F referencing to left subtree. Left subtree ni F ay null. Okay? So, post order null. Again, null is not null, so that is false. Walang gagawin. Balik sa tumawag sa kanya. Post order F referencing to right subtree is null. So, tawag uli ang sarili niya. Pero, root natin ay null. Okay? Null is not null. Again, false. Then, go back sa calling function. Next statement is process F. So, process natin si F. Next, we're done with the post order F, then go back to the calling function. Next statement is post order C referencing to the right subtree. So, right subtree of C is G. Okay? So, tatawagin ang sarili niya, pero ang root this time ay G. Then, we have to check if root is not null, so true. Okay? If it is true, then post order G referencing to left subtree. So, left subtree is null. So, tatawagin uli ang sarili niya, pero null ngayon ang value ng root. So, root, which is null, is not equal to null. So, that is false. So, if it is false, then go back to the calling function. Okay? Next statement is post order G, root, referencing to right subtree. So, right subtree ni G is also null. So, it calls itself post order null. Okay? Now, is null not null? False. Then go back to the call function. Okay? It says here that you're going to process G. So, process G. So, we're done with post order G. Go back to the calling function. Next statement is process C. Okay? After that, we're done with post order C. Go back to the calling function. Next, it says process A. So, we're going to display A. And then, we're done. Okay? So, ito na yung kanyang post order. Tama? So, we have left, right, root. Then, left, right, root. This is the left, this is the right, and then root. Okay? So, this is for your assessment. Okay? You have to check the pre-order, in-order, and the post-order. Okay? Using these three. Okay? Next, that will be another assessment. Ganun pa rin. The in-order, pre-order, and the post-order, you have to generate those. And the last assessment is this one. Okay? So find the root of the following binary trees. If our tree is in a post-order traversal, ito yung post-order traversal. Okay? 3 in a pre-order traversal, so alin dyan yung root, pre-order. Kung in-order traversal, alin dyan yung root. Okay? And then next, a binary tree has 10 nodes. Okay? So the in-order, pre-order traversal of the tree is shown below. So we have to draw the tree for this pre-order, draw the tree for this in-order, draw the tree for, for another one, let's have a tree with 8 nodes. Okay, so you're going to draw the tree for the post order. Okay, sequence that one, and the in order. Right?